Welcome, guys, to Indian Buck Signs, Antiques, and Collectibles. Tonight we want to go to showcase one big lot of vintage sports cards that we've put together. This one's pretty loaded. You got some early NBA, you got some early baseball, Hall of Fame football, and quite a few cards to go through. This lot will total out at 750, give or take. There's probably a few extra in there. We're not going to go one by one tonight, but we will kind of go over and show you in stacks, if at least some of the stars, what most of the cards conditions are, basically what you can expect overall, and where we are today price wise and what is in it for you. So I'm going to get right to it. One of the first things that I wanted to show you guys not only was a couple of the tobacco cards that we've got tonight. There's 4 in total, but baseball and basketball and football in general, all with some early cards. So we've got a couple really nice cards condition wise. There's several of them also in this set or this series. This is with featuring Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This set will also feature Wilt Chamberlin. There's multiple Jerry West cards. Sticker value here, if you're going tit for tat on ungraded raw value, like if you needed to go replace this card, on average, what is the asking price for the condition that you're looking at? The total for this particular lot of 53 1968 basketball cards is right at 900. So you'll end up coming in and getting that entire lot for less than half of total value as far as what they are built for into this lot. But these are some of the feature cards in there. We'll start with those, and then I'm going to just kind of thumb through what you can expect out of the rest. Several of these cards came in and were basically listing at anywhere from 40 to 50. There were several at 30. There were several at 15. There were several at 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, and even a few at 2, just based on commons and just popularity. But as far as quality goes, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can really tell here, but laser very sharp corners on most of these cards. Not a lot of creasing. They're very, very pretty cards. They're well put together. It's not the complete set, obviously, but there is quite a variety in here. So you got several stars. You got a lot of Hall of Famers. These are really, really colorful cards. They display super, super awesome. Overall, I mean, they're just going to make a really, really, really good starter set for somebody, or even something to display. Here's your Wilt Chamberlin. It's a nice, nice card. It's probably not in as good condition as like the Alcindors. This Jerry West has a little creasing here across the middle too, but super rare card. Awesome in anybody's collection. Got a couple of Walt Frazier's. So there's one. And then you also have the Walt Frazier with the championship photo album. There were several of these in here, so when you're going through them, you can kind of see that they weren't necessarily numeric in order. Some of them were somewhat or sort of random, but they are pretty cool. Again, there's 53. The year is 1968. What you see is what you get. Pretty cool card there. Again, overall, really, really cool display on them. And there's a bunch of them. Takes a while to really get all the way through them, but you can see from condition-wise that most of them are in pretty decent shape. I mean, some of them I would say even in excellent condition. There's a few others that have, some issues, maybe some rounding of the corners, but these are not spoke in the base, spoke in the wheel, kind of cards. Somebody took care of them, kept them in pretty decent shape, and kept them together. And they will be coming in this lot as really feature number 1 of what will end up being several smaller collections, basically all that have been put together there, accumulating to what will end up being 750 total cards in the lot. Again, your feature cards, number 1 in the series there. Number 5. It's a nice clean card. Your Frazier's. And again, your Wilt Chamberlin. So that concludes the lot of 53 cards, 1968 basketball. It's got a $900 sticker value. When I say sticker value, we base that on raw value overall, basically kind of showing more or less, if you were just to pull it up, not picking the highest, most expensive, crazy price that somebody made up or even something graded. This is basically what it would cost to replace. That's kind of more or less what we base it off of. Up next, we've got some tobacco cards. These particular cards have got a lot of interest, obviously. Super desirable in almost any condition. These particular cards are nowhere near like gem mint cards at all. Matter of fact, I would say that a lot of them would grade very low. I probably wouldn't even grade them myself personally. However, they are super nice cards to have in a collection. It's a great starter set or starter cards for somebody who's trying to build, up and get some cards that you don't see every day. These are cards that don't necessarily pop up at every corner. This particular card, unlike the rest, has a little bit of a story to it. When we bought it, the guy broke it down for us. Basically, you can see over here in the corner that the actual back of the card is there, so it has not been torn off, but this is whatever it was glued or stuck down into, and when peeled off, it pulled the cardboard with it. I don't know with age or if any type of a treatment, or if anybody, you can actually even see the writing underneath it from the back. So it's still there. It's, it is what it is. But this is 1909 to 1911 T206. This is a pretty cool card. They all are. This one's got a little bit of paper loss on the top, but overall does it the trick as far as being a pretty cool card for any collection, really. This is maybe one of the more desirable of the 4. Again, there are 4 of these tobacco cards in this particular 750 card lot that you end up getting as part of the group. I'm going to jump into a little football lot that we've got. This is a pretty cool lot because it features sweetness. You've got, I think, 4 or 5 different Walter Paytons here, none of which are mint, but none of which are also in horrible condition. You can kind of see that most of these cards looks, pretty well kept. Some have maybe more issues than others, but in the long run, these are pretty awesome, cards. If you're looking for, Walter Payton cards in general, again, a really, really good starter set, well taken care of cards. Some of the more desirable cards that, as far as the look of them go, this is a pretty cool one. And then from there, we've just got a couple of older NFL, likely Hall of Fame players. I didn't do a lot of research on any individual cards here. We just kind of priced this out as part of or with the lot as a whole. There are going to be some graded cards in this lot of 750 as well. Not in any particular order, but there's a couple of baseball, I believe. There's a couple of basketball. This might be one of the only football. They'll come inside of a plastic carrying case, and then they'll be in their hard case itself. Most of these are PSA grade. And that's just, by preference, whoever had this particular set. So all in all, this is just a mini football set. Again, featuring sweetness, 34, Walter Payton. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 Payton cards, and then you get the 1 graded card there at the end. Now, we'll jump on to the next set of cards, which there is a ton of cards that we're going to go through here. This is a baseball set that's, it's not really set, I should say, just a handful or collection of the similar years and their big players. There's another series of baseball coming up that's all one particular year, but these are pretty cool because you got Yaz featured on this card. You've got Johnny Bench, which these appear to be cards that were like in the cutout cards of one of the, the serial or post or whatever it was, but they're in pretty good shape other than just obviously that they're hand cut. You got Ted Simmonds. This is a rookie card, pretty sweet card. Another Hall of Famer, Dave Parker, and you finish it here with Willie. So again, this is just kind of a random card. I'd probably say out of the baseball cards themselves, those are necessarily not necessarily anything super special. They're just part of it. Jumping over, these are star cards: Roger Maris, Frank Robinson, Ernie Banks. These are 1985, so they got a little bit of age on them. Nothing super special here, but they're still cool cards to have. And big name players. The Ernie Banks card is pretty cool. It's one of his good photos. You got a Gil Hodges here. You've got your Willie Mays on the lower right-hand corner there on this card. Pretty good overall condition. This is not mint by any means, but you can tell that it's a pretty clean card. Most of the mess of the scuffs that you're seeing there are on the actual case itself. So the card itself is fairly clean. Here you got the only Sandy Koufax in the whole deal, and it's partnered there with Don Drisdale, which kind of gives you a double whammy there. 1962 is where they got it listed. I didn't look any of these up, but they were just really cool cards, and they're kind of miscellaneous because a lot of the other ones are the same year. These are not graded, but they are in the heavy protector cases. You got Gaylord Perry, it says rookie, and then Jim Palmer, and it says rookie, both in screw down cases. Pretty solid cards, if anything, just to have in part of the collection. So you end up getting these inside the entire lot of 750 as well. So to conclude it, you got Koufax, you got Drisdale, you got Mays, Gil Hodges, Ernie Banks, Roger Maris, Gaylord Perry rookie, and then you finish it with the Jim Palmer rookie card. Next up, we'll kind of switch gears here a little bit. This doesn't have a ton of this. This is, really, I think maybe more or less a handful of the only that it has. But some of these are numbered, but these are autograph cards. They're obviously from some of the more recent years and series. This here is a 2019. I don't think there's any particular rhyme or reason to some of these cards as far as the years go. They kind of just jump around. So you might find some that are, a little bit older. This here again is a 2019. It's got your jersey in there. Some of these are rookies, obviously. This one here is numbered, number 45 of 75. I don't know how well you can see that, but a low numbered card, which is pretty awesome. This is a 2020. This one here is a numbered card with the autograph, Kelvin Harmon. This is a 2019 as well. Again, numbered and autographed. This one right here is got the signature on the front. It doesn't appear to be numbered. This is a 2019. This is Dexter Williams. Doesn't appear to be numbered, but you can tell it's a pretty awesome card. It's a thick case on this one, so you got a jersey card. This is numbered. You also got the autograph there. James Washington, 317. This is a 2018 card. Again, numbered and autoed. Here you got a Justice Hill. You got the autograph there. You also have numbered. This is number 28 of only 49. This one appears to be a 2019 card. I like these cards. I just thought they were cool. They're rated rookie cards here. There's actually two of them. These are the black plate that they use for the printing. This is Don Russ, obviously. This is 2019. There's another one in here as well. Again, just pretty cool. Just a little different. This one here, you got your autograph. Does not appear to be numbered. 2019. Really clean card, though. And then it looks like you've got a Vin Baker here. This Vin Baker refractor with the autograph. And it does not appear to be numbered. 2019 to 2020 auto. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards that either feature an autograph and or are numbered or refractor in nature. It's a cool little set, and again, just to kind of add to the mix of really what it is that we're looking at in total. This is a pretty cool little lot. Now, this is only, I think it's 23 total cards here, but they're all Hall of Famers. These are very well kept cards. They have the long cases that come with it. These two didn't have them, but this is Troy Aikmen. This is the Game Day 93 series. Pretty neat cards. It's kind of a throwback similar to the basketball that we just saw. Pretty awesome. And again, they're all Hall of Famers, and this one is just stacked. There's no player that you can't you'll see as far as one of the most collectible or desirable. So you got a Dan Marino, you got Troy Aikmen. I actually believe there's a few doubles in here too. So we got John Elway, you got Brett Favre, you got Joe Montana, you got Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, Troy Aikmen, John Elway again, Brett Favre again. Notice that some of these are duplicate names, but they're different cards. You got another Montana. Again, it's not a duplicate, it's a different card. Troy Aikmen, and some of these are doubled up. So this has actually got two in this case. It's just to help protect it. Dan Marino. Another Montana. Again, no duplicate here. You can see these are different poses. There's another Montana. You got Emmitt Smith 93, pretty early card there, awesome to have. Got another Dan Marino, Jerry Rice, another Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikmen, another Favre. Boy, look at that young kid. Wow. And then you've got another Elway and another Jerry Rice to end it. So I've got the count here at 23. It looks like I've been off one or two. Looks like there might have been more in there, but you can get the idea or the gist there that what you're getting there, bang for your buck. Next up, we have a lot of graded cards. Again, they'll come in this protective plastic sleeve inside of the actual slab itself. This one was graded by Beckett. This is a Drew Bledsoe 6.5, clean little card there. This is one of the only older NBA, or I should say newer of the older NBAs. This is a 1988 Fleer Clyde Drexler, near mint 8, PSA graded. Pretty cool card to have, one of his somewhat earlier cards. Slabbed up and ready to go. These are all basketball. Various ratings here, 4, 5, and a 6.5. You got a Rick Barry, a Chris Ford, and a Don Nelson. These are just cool cards to have into a collection, especially if you're, again, just getting started. They got some flip value for what you'll end up paying for each card when you get the total as far as the breakdown is concerned. Now, this next lot is actually quite a few cards. Overall, it's going to feature, I want to say 60 plus cards of 1968 baseball. This particular stack of cards will feature Bob Gibson, Clemente. There's multiple rookie star cards. It's got 130 sticker value on it, and that's with a couple of the bigger stars. But you'll see that a lot of these are common, but in really good condition. So this card's actually in pretty good shape here. This is Bob Gibson. Got a little discoloration up there. You got stacks. There's another Hall of Famer for you. Joe Pepitone, Don Sutton, Tim McCarver, and then you'll see it kind of will decline as it starts to get towards the bottom of the stack. There's actually 2 stacks of these. I will say, though, that these cards are fairly clean. Some of them have some rounding of the edges, but some of them are actually really, really sharp, fairly well taken care of. I don't know about necessarily gradable, but there's some decent cards in here. Who was on that White Sox team there? That's pretty cool. Again, just a little bit to add to the diversity of the overall 750, to add some star cards to it and to add a little bit of weight and grit to some of the cards that you have. Here's a Reggie Smith All-Star Rookie. You've got a Bob Clemente here with Matty Alou, Tony Gonzalez, 67 batting leaders card. That card is in pretty good shape. Most of the corners are fairly crisp. Little Dodgers card here. Has Drisdale in there. Pretty nice card. You got Rick Monday. You got another rookies card here. Another 67 ERA leaders card. You got a 68 rookie stars card. Another 68 rookie star card. Another 68 rookie star card. You got a checklist here featuring another superstar. And then they'll kind of drop off here a little bit. There's a Dan Schneider. But kind of giving you Gary Nolan, Orlando. Pretty cool card. Jim Harden. Again, didn't go through any of these. Rick Weiss, Cesar Tovar, to check out any of the individual values. So you might have a couple of cards in there that have a little bit more bang for your buck. I don't think I showed this one. It looks like it might have fell off the stack. But again, overall, you got 1968 baseball cards. There are 60 plus in this stack. Bob Gibson, Bob Clemente, multiple rookie stars. Pretty big lot to add to the overall. And still got quite a few cards to go through here, so I'll kind of speed this up a little bit here. But here's a few exhibit cards, 63 exhibits and a 47 to 66 exhibits, graded obviously. These are larger cards if you have not seen how large they actually are compared to your standard card. It kind of gives you an idea there of really what you're looking at. These are PSA graded cards. Come in these really cool slabs. They're awesome to display. Black and whites give you that nostalgic look. Let's see what else we got here. So from there, we'll jump into more or less some of the stacks of cards. And so this is going to jump around quite a bit. There's several different features in this particular overall lot in the 750, and I'll kind of lay them out here to give you an idea. We might not go through every one of these, or if anything, we'll go through them pretty quickly. I've tried to isolate them inside of the inside the boxes themselves, just so you don't, you can kind of see what they are. But this is basically Ken Griffey Jr. I'm trying to get a count for you here to give you a better idea of exactly how many there are. Overall, there was quite a few of not only Griffey, but also Nolan Ryan had a pretty significant presence when it come to the cards in general for the ones that we had a ton of. So as you're going through these, you'll see that both of those had a fairly high count. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can get you this number here. We had 65 plus Ken Griffey Juniors. So you've got 65 Ken Griffeys. You got 50 Nolan Ryan. There's 3 Hardaways and 2 rookie rookie Griffey cards in that mix as well. So I'll kind of just flip through these pretty quick. They're all pretty clean cards. There's really not anything in here that likely didn't come almost directly from a pack into a penny sleeve and then into a hard case. Don't mind the pricing. I did not price these, but somebody obviously at some point did. Really, honestly, there's no telling what is in here because they haven't been comped in a long time. Most of these will be dated pretty far back. Like here's a 1992. You'll get a lot of those early years out of these cards. And you know, it looks like some of these might have kind of crept up, but I mean, like this one here, this is a 1992. We just saw the other one. This is a 94, 95. This is a 90, a 92, 93. So these are, you know, more or less early 90s cards in general, which kind of helps out giving you, you know, the chance to find something that might have spiked in value over the years. You'll see some duplicates in here. We've been going through quite a few junior cards here recently with some big lots of over 100. So this one doesn't disappoint. Again, around 65 total. Got some pretty cool ones in there too. Let's see here. It's an early one there, 1990. I mean, some of these are very gradable. I mean, super sharp, crisp corners. Some good looking cards. This reflector. Got duplicates of some of the nicer ones. Some of these are cased up here instead of having them in their sleeves. 3 of those bad boys. It's a nice card. These appear to be 91 Donruss. A couple of different poses there, but you got a lot of multiples of the card itself. Get these back in here. We're going to end up seeing the rest of them as we unfold here, but I'm going to go ahead and just finish out what is left of this particular box. This jumps over into Nolan Ryan. Overall, again, quite a few of these as well. These years span, you know, pretty good distance. Here's a 91, 84. It's an 86. Again, just kind of a pretty solid variety there. A lot of these are in really good condition too. That's Nolan throwing a football. That's a pretty neat card there. Greg Maddux snuck in there early. This looks like it's got a mix of Nolan Ryan and Griffey. Again, probably cards that just didn't have enough plastic for, so they put them all in together. Van Poppel rookie card that got snuck in there on you. Got some duplicates. The 87s in there. That's a pretty cool. You got several of those in there. So that will conclude box 1. There's still 2 or 3 boxes left to go through here. We're kind of rounding second base, coming around. Let's see what we got in here next. Picking right up where we left off with Griffey, here are the 2 rookies. Don't look like they're going to get you a 10, but they're still in pretty good condition overall. Shape-wise. I love these cards. They comp well too. They really need to be graded. Anthony Hardaway rookie cards. There's 3 there. again, you're going to end up paying a low average cost per card on this entire lot. I'll break down for you at the end. Now, these are not old cards. I want to say that these were printed around the 90s, maybe 96. They are in excellent condition. Most of them have a raw value of around $20, maybe $15 to $20. They are cool cards to have, but full disclosure on, don't just thumb through the video and think that you got a bunch of older cards. This particular stack is not near as old as the others. You got a couple of duplicates at the Hank Aaron. You got another Robert Clemente. It's a pretty cool card there. You got Barry Bonds and Willie Mays together. Then you got a Whitey Ford, actually just passed away. Those cards will be going up. Hank Aaron as well. This one here is a Satchel Paige card. Snuck you a Patrick Mahomes in the back of that stack, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty neat card here. This is a, this actually probably should have been in the other stack. This is a Rebecca Lobo card. It's an autographed card. It's got some backstory too. It's a really neat card if you want to look up the history of exactly what she meant to the sport and what her autograph is worth. It's like, I think maybe one of the last graded cards. This is baseball. You got a Jason Giambi, 8.5 on the Richter scale there. Looks like this is going to break us off into some more or less miscellaneous cards here. Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, another Montana. Looks like you got a Marshall Faulk rookie card. That's an early Aikmen. 1994. That's when they were winning Super Bowls. Got another Faulk there. Another Faulk rookie. Another Faulk rookie. Another early Aikmen. Another Faulk rookie. Faulk rookie again. And another Marshall Faulk rookie. So a good lot of Hall of Fame rookie cards there. Here's some more. There's another Marshall Faulk rookie. Here's an Isaac Bruce rookie card. That actually is a pretty sweet card. Got another Isaac Bruce rookie card here too. This one's super duper clean. There's a handful of Magic Johnson cards in here if you like him. Pretty cool cards. That's a nice one. Another Magic. You got a duplicates of the Manny Ramirez rookie card. You got a George Brett here, 76 batting leaders card. Another George Brett. There's a Biggio rookie card. Really clean card, guys. One Darrell Waltrip card in here. Here you got the Admiral, David Robinson. This actually is a card that you don't see very often. It's pretty good condition. Let's see what we missed here at the end. We got all these. We have a miscellaneous Lynn Dickey. And then we've got a miscellaneous, this is a pretty big card. Chris Webber there, rookie card. And a pretty famous pose of his. And that will conclude that box lot. Breaking us down to the bonus. So in this bonus, we are throwing in, this is basically to sweeten the deal for anybody who is going to look at obtaining this particular lot as a whole and in a timely fashion. If this one does not sell sooner than later, we will piece it out. We've got two more larger lots, I think a 3,000 and then approximately maybe another 1,000 that we will break up these stars into, but these kind of come with, so these were not comped into the original pricing, and even after the reduction they're still going to be a part of it. These are pretty neat cards. These are much larger than your average card is. This kind of gives you an idea of what an average size card is and exactly how large these 83 Donruss are. Got some neat stars in there. Rod Carew, you got Carlton Fisk, Raleigh Fingers, Reggie Jackson, and then it kind of drops off into just some randoms. You got a couple of duplicates in here, but they're pretty cool cards, a little different. Dave Winfield there in the back. Looks like this one's a little out of place, a Lou Whitaker. But these are pretty neat. Rod Carew, I think, is probably your diamond in the rough there as far as that goes. Now these cards are really awesome. There's several different versions of them, but these are much larger. This particular card here is probably one of the better looking. You got your Willie Mays. I believe it's of his rookie card. Again, you can see in comparison, these are really, really large cards. Most of these were printed, I want to say around the 90s. So yeah, this one says 1996. So you got a Willie Mays. This is a pretty awesome card. You got your Honus Wagner, kind of gives you a little bit of history on the card. It's a great display piece. I've actually got one of these in my office. And then you got the top super chrome. So there's a couple of really big stars in here, and then there's some handfuls of cards here. But this is a Ken Griffey Jr. It's a pretty awesome card there. Larger than life if you love Junior. You got a Chipper Jones. Pretty neat card. You got a A-Rod card. Again, top super chrome. This one's a 1999. Then you got a Derek Jeter tops super chrome. This one is dated 1999. This one here, you got Masters of the Game. It's not quite as large as the others, but it's super large. The big hurt Frank Thomas. Roger Clemens, pretty cool card. Wade Boggs, Ozzie Smith, Cal Ripken. Now these right here don't have cases or sleeves, but they're pristine. I mean, just absolutely pristine. You got a Larry Walker in there, Kerry Wood rookie. I want to say there's an Alou card. Several duplicates there's another Kerry Wood. Once you really get down in here, and I'll get you some counts of these at the end, but it's a lot of cards. Think of this kind of as just gravy on top. Greg Vaughn. There's another Kerry Wood rookie back there, another Larry Walker back there, another Alou card back there. Albert Bell. Finishing it off here, these look like they're cased up. You got a Cal Ripken Jr., Kerry Wood, Greg Maddux, Roger Clemens, another Maddux. There's a Barry Bonds for you, Pedro Martinez, Rodriguez, Roger Clemens. Got another Roger Clemens, Gonzalez, Manny Ramirez. And that concludes the cards. These were just a freebie. We just happened to have them in there. We're going to throw them in there. There are some of the older Hall of Fames. This is a Don Russ card. I want to say these are 80, 85, or 86. This is 1983. So you got a Jackie Robinson, 1983. You got Percy Harvin, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Leinart. Pretty clean card. These cards are actually extremely clean, like pack fresh clean. Reggie Bush, DeMarcus Ware. And then these just look like there's a Sproles card, Robert Griffin, Jordy Nelson, Jonathan Stewart, Vernon Davis, Mario Williams, D'Angelo Williams. Got a couple of the older Hall of Famers again. So we're going to throw that in. I don't even think we comped any of those last 60 to 70 cards there. They were just kind of put in on the deal itself. So overall, that's it of this 750 card lot. We already had it priced once and then basically reduced to where we will be, or we will basically pull it. If we do end up pulling it, basically you will find some of these cards mixed in with other cards, just in that we're going to take them and we'll distribute them throughout several other larger lots. Some of your star cards, again, just to recap, you got your Johnny Bench, Jim Palmer, Gaylord Perry, all rookies, Yaz card. Got some early football. You got your Walter Paytons. You got your Sandy Koufax, Drisdale card, Willie Mays, Hodges, Banks, Robinson, Maris. You got your graded cards. You got your Hall of Fame cards. You got your autographs. You got your numbered cards. You got your super early basketball featuring your Alcindor cards. You got 2 super clean. Jerry West. You got your Wilt Chamberlin in there. Then you got a couple of your more graded cards again. You get your 4 tobacco cards there. You got your 1968 with your Bob Gibson. Your other graded cards. And I almost forgot. There is one more box that goes in with these. This was added late because we obtained it late, but it was a really, really awesome addition. It puts some weight into the back end of the deal as well, just as far as some of the cards are concerned, just because the majority of them would be gradable if that's your thing. And they're also all Hall of Famers. So you're going to get one box here of raw, ungraded, unsleeved NFL Hall of Fame cards. And so this was basically where they ended up when this guy, did his packs. You got some early Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Andre Rison. A lot of these will, in fact, be rookie cards. But basically, when he opened up his packs, if he saw a Hall of Famer, he pulled it out and stuck it in this box. So you got a lot of duplicates, and it spans, probably a good 4 to 5 years in 90s, but big players. Randall Cunningham, Marcus Allen, Warren Moon, Thurman Thomas, Steve Young, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith again, Troy Aikmen, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith. Got duplicates of it. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards of it. Those are mint condition. They're still stuck together like packs. Steve Smith, and I would not doubt that his rookie's in here. That's his 3rd year. Morton Anderson. Looks like there's a whole handful of them. More Steve Smith, Julius Peppers, Jerry Rice, John Randall, Reggie White. I'm not going to look at every one of these, but just kind of giving you an idea. Art Monk, 1990, Michael Irvin, Ozzie Newsome. So there's a couple of cards in here that are fairly older. It's a pretty cool card there of Aikmen. Chris Cooley. This lot actually has quite a few cards in it. So you'll probably have fun, Mike Singletary flipping through it, Phil Simms, just to see what's in here exactly. Tiki Barber, some more Simms cards, Ditka, Singletary, Steve Largent, some Boomer, Harvey Martin. That card's got some age on it. Irvin, more Cunningham. I'll get you a total count of what all's in here as well, but when you see the price per card, I think you'll be pretty confident in what you're able to do with them, especially if you're into reselling. Ronnie Lott, Steve Young, Isaac Bruce, Sterling Sharp, more Reggie White. We're about halfway through this box. Jerry Rice, Ed Too Tall Jones, more Jerry Rice. There's a TO card. What years these are. John Taylor, that Jerry Rice card. I remember pulling those out of the packs. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I could never get it done, Jim Kelly. You got an Aikmen, Rice, Young, Urban Fryer, Kevin Green. I met Kevin Green. Bruce Matthews, more Moon, Boomer, Bledsoe, some Greasy, Duper. Almost done here. Got Thurman, Thomas, Andre Reed. Looks like he's got a lot of these separated into teams. Some more Kellys. By the way, this guy sold me 32 albums of 500 cards in each album. And the 32 albums represent 32 teams spanning, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years of cards. Marcus Allen. And they're all for sale. So if you're a Titans fan or you're a Buffalo fan or a Jets fan, no matter what kind of fan you are, I've got 500 cards of your team sitting in a very, very well organized binder. He organized it by player position. So if they ever played quarterback from, like, you know, the 80s up until 5 years ago, he's got their card under that quarterback section. These are really good looking cards. There's a Warren Moon. And again, they're all for sale. You don't have to buy them all. We decided to break them up, so they'll be sold individually. So that kind of basically comes to the conclusion of this entire lot. I'm going to give you a rundown real quick. I don't know if you can see this or how well you can see this, but there's 53 1968 basketball cards with the new with multiple Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlin, Jerry West. It's got a $900 raw low retail value. You got 1968 baseball. There's 60 plus cards there featuring Bob Gibson, Bob Clemente, multiple star rookie cards. It's got $130 again raw low retail cost on it. 5 plus 1970s baseball. It's got your Yaz, Johnny Bench, Ted Simmonds rookie card one, and about a $75 sticker. You got your 2 graded exhibit cards. Got a $75 sticker value. 23 NFL Hall of Fame Long Gameday 1993 cards. That's got your Montana, Marino, Aikmen, Sanders, Favre, Elway, Rison, Smith. It's got a $115 sticker on it. You got 4 Hall of Fame baseball tobacco cards. You got a $368 sticker on it. You got Hall of Fame baseball. That's your Koufax, Mays, Hodges, Jim Palmer, and Gaylord Perry. $390 sticker. You got 7 NFL Hall of Famers with that Walter Payton lot. One of them's graded. You got a $175 sticker on those. Then you got 5 graded card. It's a mixed lot. $115 sticker on it. You got 3 cards, which was a 1985 Hall of Famer lot. Roger Maris, Frank Robinson, and Ernie Banks. That's got a $20 sticker price on it. You got 12 numbered autographed rookie card lot. Those are those newer football cards. $210 sticker. Box of NFL Hall of Fame cards, which we just went through, 350 count. You got your Boomer, Kelly, Rice, Aikmen, Reggie White, Thurman Thomas, Andre, Rison, Marcus Allen, and more at 75 cents each. That's got a $262 value on it. That's at 75 cents each. So if you were to resell those for 75 cents or more, it's got a $262 value. You got 220 card mix of mixed lot. It's got a $455 sticker on it. That includes 65 plus Griffies at a $2 minimum market value. You got 50 Nolan Ryans we put in there at a $1 minimum market value. This is resale value. So if you were to sell those Nolans for $1 a piece, for example, that's how you come up to the $455 sticker. So we did not price these out how they actually would book. Some of them will be $3, $4, $5 cards, and maybe even $8, $9, $10, and $12 cards. Some of them wouldn't be, but some of them will be. We're marking them basically, at the lower end of the market at a buck a piece. You got 3 Hardaway rookie cards. We did $20 minimum on each of those. If you go look at them, they're not only gradable, they're off the chart on the ratings for those particular cards. You got 2 Griffey rookie cards. We did 20 a piece on those as well. You got 7 card tribute to Hall of Fame. So these are the ones that look old, the Clemente and the Mays, the Aaron, that were done in the 1990s. We did $20 each on those as far as the raw low retail cost. You won't pay that, but that's what they book for. If you were to buy one, that's what it cost you. You got a couple of Aarons, 2 Clementes, Whitey Ford, Satchel Paige, Then you got the Rebecca Lobo autograph. We put it on here for $25. Giambi graded card for $10. Again, this is not what you pay. This is just what they're worth. 16 NFL Hall of Famers. You got rookie cards in there. Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, Emmitt Smith, Aikmen, Montana, Rice. We put those cards in there for a $2 minimum each. So if you were in a retail market, wanted to buy one of those cards, you pay $2. But again, that's not what you pay here. You got 50 Hall of Fame NFL cards, 1980 to 1986, featuring Reggie White, Jim McMahon, Kenny Stabler, John Riggins, and more. I actually didn't even show you guys that. I apologize. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just not a super desirable set, I should say, but they're in there. So this is what I was just calling out there. So these are we'll call them 1980s Hall of Famers: Kenny Stabler, Anthony Munoz, Reggie White, those types of players. This Jim McMahon just happens to be the top card, but and this is low. It does have stars in it, but it's all from that year and those in that particular year and that particular card. So we didn't go thumb through these, but they're thrown in there, and that's what it's describing there. Again, 50 Hall of Fame NFL 1980s to 1986 cards. We did those at $2 minimum cards if you were to pay retail. Then you got 10 miscellaneous NFL wild cards. I didn't show you that one either, but basically it's the same thing. It's a little hard shell case here with about, I don't know, 15, 25 cards in there. I didn't even go through it, be honest with you, but they're all that wild card that you'll be getting as well. And then we put those at 50 cents each there, by the way, on your breakdown. Finishing up here, you got your five baseball cards. You got your Biggio rookie card, 2 Manny Ramirez rookies, 2 early George Bretts. We put those in there at $2 a piece if you were going to pay retail. 15 miscellaneous cards, which include your 10 Magic Johnsons, $2 a piece. We basically had broke down the total overall. It comes to 750 cards. You break down your actual what you're looking for here. I'll give you a little fun with math. It says here that if you close the deal within 24 hours, you can get and receive a 60 additional jumbo cards. So that's the all of those top super chrome. There's over 60 of them. We're basically already throwing them in onto the deal. What we ended up with, not including those 60 cards there at the end, was a raw sticker value of $3,290. Your price to us would have been $1,875. So if you were to buy them at that price at market, you'd be half of what would be considered ungraded raw low retail. However, we have thrown those additional 60 cards in there. On top of it, it should add about $200 in overall revenue and value on your end. On the upside, if you were to resell those cards, those are all mint condition, super nice cards with your Jeter and your Griffey and all those. But we've reduced the price to get them moved. So right now we are at $1,600. We will not move from that number. If they do not get taken soon, what we will do is you'll see these cards pop up in other lots, but we're going to break them apart. We'll probably take the basketball, put them in a more basketball related flip, and then we would do the same thing with some of the older baseball, and then the same thing with some of the older football. So again, this is a kind of a last chance deal. If you're seeing this, you're somebody who was a player, good luck. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out. We do have 2 more lots that'll be basically coming right after this. The next one will feature 3,000 cards, and it's got a pretty prolific like late 70s, or I think it's late 70s NFL Hall of Fame cards, probably 20 something, and then we've got an entire box, or 4 boxes I should say, that will arrive any day now. Those will also be converted to a new lot. So thank you so much for checking out the video. Share it with anybody that you think might be interested. If you have any questions, you can text us 615-586-1754. Again, 615-586-1754. We do prefer cash, but we will do PayPal. We also do Venmo. At the end of the day, we will entertain some trades, but we try to limit what we do with that, just in that we pay cash and we like to sell for cash. All that being said, Thank you so much. If you have any questions, hit me up. If you want to see any more photos, you can check us out on Facebook on our private page at Indian Buck Signs. Just look it up in the search engine or in the search bar there in Facebook. When you find it, hit the follow button and you will get first dibs or updates on every new lot or price reduction that hits the market. Thank you so much.